Okay. As you'll discover, this game is full of intrigue and plot twists. Please give your audience a spoiler warning before sharing content from beyond the white hallway so that interested players can fully enjoy the experience for themselves if they wish. Okay. So, I don't think we've gotten to the white hallway yet. Hi, Sparky. Yeah, we'll need a death counter. Thank you, Jenna. Alright. How's the volume? You can bring it down a touch. She went on a run with Apollo for the first time in forever. Gonna lurk and make lunch and recover. Welcome in. I can't hear the game. Oh, board. Volume is good. Perfect. User interface. Put that down a little bit. Ikari is a goof. Don't listen to them! Bindings. Okay. Oops. Yes, I want to apply my changes. Oh, what did I do? There we go. Okay. Nope. Why is it so much bigger now? Phrasing. Video. Full screen. I'm gonna go get on with my day now, but enjoy Forgotten City. Chai, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. It's true, I really like Goofy, less of a fan of Donald. Alright, new game. This game is developed by a core team of 3 people over 4 years. Your support allows us to continue doing what we love. Multiple endings. It rewards thoughtful conversation and exploration, not brute force. Fate of the city is in your hands. Hello.
Hey, you're alive. When I dragged you out of the river, I thought you were never gonna wake up. I checked your pockets for ID, a phone, maybe. I hope you don't mind. But all I found was some loose change. So, wanna tell me who you are?
That's a good question. Select your body type. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, I get to make myself.
Well, it's nice to meet you. And
I'm
I'm sorry
a
to
coin.
pry, but any idea why you were floating down the river?
Not a clue.
What's the last thing you remember?
I barely remember anything. And oh, I get to choose the type of. Okay, years of studying gives you occasional insights into the ancient world. You have a military issue firearm, but only 10 bullets. You have to use them judiciously since there's no way to get more. Your time on the run from authorities has made you quick on your feet. You're 20% faster when sprinting. Or amnesiac, your recent head trauma has increased your pain threshold, making you 50% harder to take down. Oh, thank you, Jenna. Thank you, Jenna. I appreciate you. Yeah, because anyone that wants to know what the other triggers are as well, I did put them in. Was suicide in there? But yes, I did put. I know. I'm sorry, Trem. I put a lot of the different triggers in the game voting channel. Okay, what kind of background do I want? Insights into the ancient world. Firearm. Quick on your feet. I do like to be fast. Or harder to take down. Either one of these two. But I don't want to necessarily have been on the run from the law. I'm going to be harder to take down.
It does look like you took a pretty hard blow to the head. You're just lucky you've been given a second chance. Which is why I feel terrible for what I'm about to say, but I have a favor to ask. There are some ruins just behind you. Roman, I think. I need you to go in there and see if you can find a guy named Al for me. He went in there a few hours ago, and he hasn't come out. I've been freaking out, wondering if he's trapped, or injured, or worse. I would have gone in after him, but he made me promise to stay here, no matter what. There's no way I'm leaving without him, so I'm just kind of stuck here, waiting. What I mean is, I was hoping you wouldn't mind going in there to find him? If you can do that, I can get both of you back to civilization in my boat. Please? Oh, of course. Sorry, I don't mean to be pushy. I just... What do you want to know?
Everything.
Oh, there's not much to tell. Feels like I've spent my whole life in a dead-end job with an endless commute. Know what I mean? Oh, I'd rather not say if it's all the same to you.
You don't want to tell me your name?
All right, fine. Sorry if I sounded cagey, it's just that I don't always get the best reactions when I introduce myself. My name's Karen. Yeah, something like that. But right now, I have bigger problems, like finding Al.
Well, I guess you all can't see the end of the options. I'll read them out. What's a Karen? Oh, sorry, you said what a Karen. Bigger problems like finding Al. Yeah, who's Al?
He's the guy who washed up on the riverbank not long before you did. I thought maybe you two knew each other. I guess not. But maybe
also
the two of you can piece together what you're doing here. In any case, you'll like him, I'm sure. Once you find him, that is.
It's okay, because since Hazel left us anyway, you'll like him. Why would I like him? Why would I like him?
What am I?
Have you tried calling for help?
You could hike a long, long way in any direction and never find another soul. Trust me.
Where are we?
You really don't remember? We're in Italy. This river is the Tiber.
What can you tell me about the ruins?
Not much, really. But imagine what you might find in there. Priceless ancient artifacts. Al...
Why are you so obsessed with him?
Great. So you're ready to go look for Al?
I'm going in for the priceless artifacts, but I'll keep an eye out for him.
My hero. The entrance is just past those columns behind you. Oh, and he left this here. But I think you'll need it more than I will.
Oh, thank you. A flashlight. I appreciate it. She just really misses Al, okay? But she just met Al. Wait, where am I going? This way? Ah. She's a concerned bystander. Okay, there's a note. Al's
If you're
note.
reading this, it means I've discovered the entrance to an ancient Roman city hidden deep underground. Its existence is long forgotten.
Oh.
All knowledge of it
Oh
lost.
god. Oh god. Oh god.
But lost, except in the Latin inscription here. It reads, "You who wish to enter the city, step forth and be judged. The virtuous shall be rewarded with eternal life in paradise. The wicked shall find themselves showered in gold, but in vain, for this shall be their final resting place." Could an underground city have remained a secret for all this time? Could people have survived down there, against the odds? It seems there's only one way to find out.
Oh, this is the white hallway. Okay,
If
so
I'm
apparently...
not back in an hour, I'm somewhere on the other side. Consider this an invitation.
Apparently this is the place after this to
worth.
not come... Oh, hang on. Inspect. Roman gladiator mid-stride. What could have made a gladiator flee? Now you can leave long letters, texts, and listen to them as you move along, but you may find it hard to pay attention to them at times because of other interruptions. You're going to get turned to gold! Pretty sure the white hallway is much later in the game. Oh. Can I go in here? I can. Patesne mio dire. Something about... Can you hear me? Adire, I'm assuming means here. A young Roman woman, it looks like she was begging for her life. Oh. I really need to try the original Skyrim mod of this. Oh, is this based off of Skyrim? Because afterwards you knew what the premise of the actual game is. The shit was that? Can I not inspect you? Hello? Use F5 to quick save. A Roman legionary in a state of terror. What are you looking at? Hi, monster! Guess what? Chicken butt. Can I not talk to you? Can I not talk to you? Okay. Heck yeah! Hang on, I'll do that right now. Guess what, everybody? Guess what? We have a new VIP. Who are you? Something about moving? Can't move? A Roman woman who appears to be praying for help that never came. So we're still in a cave. I hate VIPs. I know, of course you do. Congratulations, monster. Oh. Yeah. Golden statue of an old man wearing modern clothing. This must be Al, but how is that possible? Oh, Al, I'm sorry.
To whoever reads this, I'm sorry you had to find me like this.
Wait, what am I reading?
And worse, that you'll suffer the same fate I did. I've spent a lifetime in this place, going around and around in circles,
What am I reading?
searching for a way out. The inscription was right. There is no way back. And here there are only two options. Death, or that godforsaken doorway into the past. I made the mistake of stepping through it. I wanted to set things right. And I tried. I really tried. Whatever I did, it took me right back to the beginning.
I don't
Don't
see
make the
it.
same mistake. Better to end it all now. And find out what awaits you beyond that portal.
What plaque? I'm still trying to find it. Am I just really, really blind? I think you pick it up, so you probably threw it. Oh, okay. Do I have an inventory? Okay. I'm doing great. Point is, I read it. It won't let you miss necessary story. Gotcha. You picked it up. Gotcha. Yeah, you can't ban me. Can't ban me. Hello. Young Roman woman in a state of panic. I heard my desktop boop.
Come on, Jeff,
Ah!
you can do it. Pave the way.
Put your back into it. Tell us why.
Show us how. Look at where you came from. Look at you now.
Hi, Bren. How was your stream? A Roman man on his knees as if begging the gods for mercy. Oh. Well. Oh. I was trying to go around it. It was good. We solved more puzzles. Hell yeah. How far did you get? Thank you, Frederica. Okay, press tab to check for my inventory. Okay. Can I do that right now while I'm in the cutscene? No. Tap P to enter photo mode. Oh, and it's just gone. Oh. Hello. Are you not going to say the words? There you are.
Salve, friend. I'm Galerius. Mind telling me who you are and what you were doing in the Shrine of Proserpina? Yeah, you know, agricultural goddess of springtime. You're not from around here, are you?
Mr. Clean, he does look like
what
Mr.
you
Clean.
did there, changing the subject like that. Nice try. But I'll ask again. Who are you?
Well,
What
we
are you
know.
doing in the shrine?
Are you speaking English?
What? I'm speaking Latin. You are too, although your accent's a little strange. And you've
Really?
just done it again. You're a sly one, aren't you? One more
Whoa.
time. Who are you and what were you doing
here,
in that
Lily.
shrine?
Come here. Okay, do I tell him I'm from the future and probably scare the crap out of him?
No idea what you're talking about. Oh, wait. Are you a bit, you know, not right in
Hey!
the head? That's all right, friend. Everyone's welcome here. We sort of lose track of the date down here, but it feels like the beginning of spring to me, so I'd say early March? It's 817 AUC. Sorry, you look confused. 817 years since the founding of Rome. Which part of the empire are you from, exactly? Hey, not so loud. Just saying that name could land you in trouble here. If you haven't heard, his cultists burned down half of Rome last year. Horrible business. I heard Nero executed some of them, but a lot of people are still angry with them. Even down here. So, if you're one of them, keep it to yourself. But listen, most folks seem a bit confused when they get here, but you seem very...
You stop reading out what
in
you're
more ways than
choosing,
one.
I'm confused.
So, let me make this nice and simple for you. Live by our law here, and we'll all get along just fine.
Your laws?
Not laws, law. There's just one, the golden rule, and the punishment for breaking it's, well, it's kind of horrific. But our magistrate insists we take all newcomers to see him, so I guess I'll let him fill you in. So then, you coming?
All right, lead the way.
Follow me. When I first arrived, I couldn't believe there were people living down here. But, as you can see, we've got a nice little community now. Only 23 of us at the moment, if you count the 3 who are missing. No idea how, since nobody knows a way out. But it's just big and dark enough to get lost in, if you're not careful.
Hello.
Aren't
Jesse,
you
how do
going
you?
to introduce me to your pretty new friend, Galerius?
Keep it in your loincloth, Aurelia. I'm taking her to see the magistrate.
That pompous old bore won't be magistrate for much longer. Anyone who helps
Hi,
voting out
Aurelia.
today drinks at my bar for free tonight.
Ooh. You seem to be golden.
Ugh,
Ah!
politics. I'd stay clear of it and her, if I were you. She's... it's not my place to say. Down on your right
The
is
game's a
our
little
farm,
jumpy. Yeah, I
where
can knock down
grow
graphics.
all
Can
the
I do that now? Yes, I can do that now. I have it set to epic quality, so I can bump it down. Thank you.
food you'll ever want. As long as all you want is leek, cabbage, and wheat. Huh.
Wait, I don't get to
One
move anymore.
usually gets a chuckle.
I'm moving
Bloodless
automatically.
Shadows wander without flesh or bone.
Don't mind Livia. She means well. She's just been in a bad place since...
There we go. Oh, if I
Well,
get too far
you know,
behind, he
I
pulls
don't
me.
know what happened to her. Up here on your right
Okay,
is
he
the
doesn't
chasm.
pull me. Never mind, I was
If
just
you've got
kidding.
a weapon, it belongs way down at the bottom. Up on your left is the forum, where you can visit the market or get yourself patched
I
up in
choose to believe
Lucretia's
Valerius
clinic
grabs your
in the
hand
shrine
and
of
drags
Apollo.
you.
Most of us have
You're also
almost
golden.
nothing. Just what we had on us when we arrived.
Hi.
And what we've been able to make
I
and
like your
scrounge
hair.
up since. And this central plateau is where the magistrate and the other patricians live. So don't expect a warm
Like there's a
welcome.
follow button, maybe?
Hilarious. You're meant to be working the farm, not trudging dirt into the...
Jenna, is it
Take it
is it
easy,
less jumpy?
Horatius. I was just taking our new friend here to see the magistrate.
Well, he's asked me to escort the newcomer personally. The farm. Go. Now.
You'd better go with him. But just remember, they're not like you and me. Don't let them use you.
What was that? What did you just say?
I said it'll take some getting used to.
Yeah, I'm watching you, farm boy. Greetings, citizen. My name's Horatius. Magistrate Sentius asked me to escort you to him personally. Follow me, please.
Yeah.
I
What's
expect
this
the
about?
magistrate wants to brief you about the Golden Rule. It shouldn't take too long. He's busy preparing for the election later today.
Okay,
Follow
lead
me.
the way.
The only thing you really need to understand right now is the Golden Rule. Let me see if I can explain it this way. When I was serving in the Legion, if there was a mutiny brewing in one cohort, the legate in charge wouldn't waste time finding the bad apples among hundreds. They just divided us into groups of 10, made us draw straws, and whoever drew the short straw had to be executed by the other 9. Didn't know
Boo,
whether
tomato,
he'd done anything
tomato.
wrong.
Oh, hello.
One of us in
Another
10
one fresh out of the
die
baths, I
for
take
crimes
it.
of the collective.
Hey, you're pretty.
We call it decimation.
I wish Horatius would
Seems
stop
like
letting
rough justice to
barbarians
you.
in here.
You're
What
in
do you
for a
want?
rude shock. Because the Golden Rule
The other guy's still
is
talking to
actually
me.
10 times worse. The magistrate can explain the rest. He's up these stairs.
I'm Cynthia, eldest daughter of the magistrate. But you'd know that if you'd been invited in here and introduced properly. What are you doing in here? And why are you dressed like that?
I don't know yet.
Really? I'd never have noticed what with your flawless accent, appropriate attire, and impressive mastery of our customs. Now, remind me, why are we having this conversation?
Fine.
I
don't want
trust
to
you
talk
can
to
see yourself out.
I said you were pretty, but... Okay. I think you went up this way. Oh, are you the magistrate? I'm gonna guess you are. You look like Peter Capaldi. No, you don't.
We're
Never mind.
finally alone. I assume you already know who I am. May I know your name?
Yes.
A curious name to match a curious accent. But I digress. Now, you're probably wondering why I summoned you, and I'll get to that. But first, take a look at this wondrous place, would you? A secret city built deep in the mountains many hundreds of years ago.
Yes, it's
Indeed.
lovely.
More importantly, consider the miraculous community we've built here over the last
She's
7
pretty,
months.
pretty bitchy. Boom, roasted.
22 complete strangers brought together by the fates, living and working together in our own little paradise. And in all that time, not a single sin has been committed. No fights, no theft, nothing. Have you ever witnessed something so extraordinary as a city without sin?
No.
Nor could I until I came here. But the reason for this miracle is as simple as it is terrifying. If even one person commits a sin here, every last one of us will die.
Uh-oh.
You see, the builders of this place, whoever they were, left inscriptions warning, "The many shall suffer for the sins of the one." From what we can gather, breaking the law here will anger the gods and provoke a terrible punishment. Like the curses
It's
of
called Las
Medusa
Vegas.
and Midas combined, turning us all to gold. We've come to call it the Golden Rule. It's extraordinary that we've survived as long as we have, and each day I grow more and more afraid that our time in the sun is almost up.
And now it seems that day is finally here. All that matters is that somebody in this city is about to break the Golden Rule. Why else would Proserpina send you now? Unless you and I can stop them, our doom is assured. I know that's a lot to take in, and you look like you have questions. Please, ask away.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, what's a sin?
An intelligent question. There was a good deal of debate about that in our first weeks here. Does it refer to crimes, or to some other ill-defined wrong? Of course, everyone agrees on the basics. No theft, no assault, and certainly no murder. But beyond that, it was more difficult to reach a consensus. What about lying, insulting someone, blasphemy, trespass, trying to escape, bribery, infidelity, suicide? As magistrate, I had to exercise leadership, and so I made a decision. We must uphold the laws of the Empire to a standard never before seen. And we must honor the peace of the gods, the sacred accord between the gods and the people of Rome. It is only by offering the gods the proper respect that we may prosper, as Rome has for centuries.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's legal. Or, sorry, I'm not sure if that's a good idea. What's legal isn't always moral, and many of your laws and customs are considered barbaric where I'm from.
Barbaric? Barbaric? What are you talking about? The Empire is the most civilizing force in the known world. Rome is a beacon of light in the darkness. For 800 years she has borne great statesmen, philosophers, poets, artists, and engineers. We have comprehensive laws protecting the rights of our citizens, which have unified countless warring tribes all across the Mediterranean and beyond, from Gallia to Judea. All our citizens are treated the same,
What happens when
regardless
Michelle
of the
walks
color
into a
of their
home with
skin
another family?
or their
Can't you
sexual
just kill them
preference.
all?
Can you say the same? When our people are starving, they are given food rations, and when they are wronged, they have the right to bring the guilty party before the magistrate. Our laws forbid treason, murder, assault, and rape, as well as theft and arson, and so on. No other civilization in the world is so advanced, and you have the hubris to call us barbaric?
How do you... Okay, hang on. I don't know much about their laws. But, I mean, he did say... The only thing I know is that you're not allowed... when I said, was it before Christ or after Christ?
You mean the blasphemous cult responsible for burning down half of Rome last year? It's hard to blame the people for being angry about that.
Okay. That's fair. If they burnt down a bunch of your shit. I don't know any of the other stuff. Should have learned about Roman history. Fair. Hi, Smugs. How are you? I can ask about this stuff.
Of course, but with fewer rights come fewer responsibilities, and the right to be protected by their fathers and husbands.
Well, what if they want the responsibilities? Where's my Roman history degree? What if they should be entitled to those rights and responsibilities?
Of course. What else would we do with those prisoners of war who would otherwise have been executed? And besides, there are laws for their protection as well.
Okay, we woke up at 8 p.m. Oh, wow. When did you go to sleep? Funny enough, the people that made this game had to do a lot of research about Roman culture. Probably. Collective punishment.
Are you talking about our practice of decimation? Of course. We could hardly unite all these warring tribes without a disciplined, formidable legion.
8 a.m. Oh, wow. A good 12 hours.
On occasion. But our gladiators are almost all volunteers seeking glory, or condemned prisoners who would have been executed anyway. I do not see the harm.
I mean, some of those things, like especially, I don't know, especially the women's rights and religious persecution, mind you, if they burnt down, I don't know.
Well, right now, you're a long, long way from home.
How do you know where I'm
I
from?
have made my pronouncement on the subject. Unfortunately, there are still those here who resist, whispering blasphemous and treasonous lies in the shadows. I would be keeping a close eye on them if I were you. You see, in my search
What did you mean
for
when you
a
said
way
poor
to
Septina
save
had
my
sent
people,
me?
I learned of an ancient ritual to Proserpina, the goddess of the cycle of
Proserpina.
life.
Proserpina.
It's said to open a doorway in time, so that if the unthinkable happens, one person can pass through it and travel back to the past.
So you
And
know
when I
about
saw
the
you
past
arrive
and
in
the
a flash of light
future and
from
all
the
that.
goddess's shrine, I knew that person was you. You don't belong in our time, do you? 2,000 years? That is unfathomable. Please.
Fathom
tell
it,
me,
baby.
In your time, what did you see? What had become of us? Of this city?
Hey, you're all gone.
I have imagined it, our downfall, 1,000 times. But it still breaks my heart to hear the truth of it.
Yeah, I don't
You
speak
couldn't
Latin.
Speak Latin before you arrived here. How strange. But the gods are active here, and their temples and shrines hum with power like nowhere else in the Empire. Perhaps when Proserpina brought you here, she planted the seed of Latin in your mind so that you could better serve her.
Awesome.
Indeed.
What's the ritual he wants me to do? You just told this guy that their entire empire will fall? Yeah, he asked. He asked what happens, and I said, okay. It's up to him if he believes me or not. What's the ritual? These questions will be available later. Okay, these questions will be available later. Well, I guess I can ask
If I
this.
understand Proserpina's ritual correctly, that problem should take care of itself. Let me see if I can explain. If you manage to prevent the sin that breaks the Golden Rule, I won't need to bring you here. I won't create the portal, and you will never have been able to come here. Thus, you'll have created
I was going to say, that's a paradox.
If this occurs, you should be flung back to your own time, having changed the past for all of us. Makes sense?
Sure, why not?
Do you ever stare at a problem for so long that you can't see it for what it is anymore? What's needed here is a fresh pair of eyes. The less I prejudice the independence of your investigation, the better.
Okay, tell me what you really think. Who do you think it is?
Well, all right. There are those who wish to vote me out of office so that they can pursue their own misguided political agenda. Frankly, their selfishness and recklessness risk destabilizing the entire city. I would be looking very carefully at them if I were you.
This all seems like a lot of guesswork. And why can't you investigate?
Well, I believe you're in the best position to go around asking people questions. You're new here, and it'll seem perfectly normal. As for me, well, It pains me to say my attempts to impose order have not earned me many friends. I fear I may not even remain magistrate after today's election. The people here would only treat my curiosity with suspicion. You shouldn't have that problem, though, unless, of course, you get off on the wrong foot.
Right. Fair enough. How does the ritual
All I can
work?
tell you is that it's a ritual sacrifice to Proserpina. I stumbled across
Sacrifice?
instructions.
Who's getting
I have to recite a
sacrificed?
prayer, and of course, as with all rituals, some sacrifice is involved. Usually that means wine or food, or in some cases a live animal.
I will not sacrifice an animal.
In this case, the sacrifice is rather more costly. The life of the person performing the ritual. I don't suppose you saw any sign of me in the future?
But if you died trying to find the sin, it's no worries. I did see human remains in the temple.
I assume that was me. If I'm forced to perform the ritual, it's going to cost me everything. You'll try to make sure I don't need to use it, won't you?
I mean, I'll do my best.
Well, I suppose that's all I can ask for. Ah, good. So, are you with me? Can I count on you to figure out who's about to break the golden rule?
I mean, yeah, it doesn't seem like I have much
Suppose
choice.
you do. But I'm hoping that even if you're not burdened with a sense of self-sacrifice, you'll at least see the sense in self-preservation.
Good point, I'm in.
Wonderful. Now, I need you to investigate the city, talk to everyone, help them if it'll win their trust. I authorize you to enter private homes and inspect possessions and documents, unless, of course, you're asked to leave. Figure out who the culprit is, and as soon as you have a name, come back and tell me immediately.
All right, I'll
Oh,
get
and
started.
one last thing. If I were you, I'd start my investigation by visiting Lucretia at the Shrine of Apollo in the Forum. I heard wailing from there not long ago. Seems like something's not right.
Oh, okay. This will prioritize the new quest showing its objective markers only. Oh, okay. Sure. I'll get right on it. Roman society was democratic in the way that only men with a certain amount of wealth or influence were considered citizen. Really? Rude. So, democratic. Alright. Let's go talk to Lucretia. Do I want to talk to you again? No, I'll talk to you later.
Ugh, this place has become a thoroughfare.
I'm sorry I walked through your fucking house. Bitch.
Salve.
Oh, hello, doing push-ups in the middle of the thing. Hello.
What were you two talking about?
Okay, I'm sorry. I wanted to come and talk to the... Oh my
I
god,
saw
never
you.
mind. I
Having a
regret my
shady
decisions.
little chat with old man Sentius up on his balcony. If he's making a last-ditch effort to pick up votes by talking to a woman, he's even more senile than I thought.
I regret my
Everyone knows
decisions.
women can't vote.
There's indeed fall damage, so be careful when walking on bridges. Gotcha. We weren't talking about
What
the
else
election.
would you be murmuring about on election day? Mark my words, Malleolus is going to be magistrate by the end of the day. And if I tell him you've sided with that feeble old has-been, that you've been trying to undermine his hard-won victory, you'll have picked the wrong patron. Got it?
I don't want any
Good.
trouble.
Then stay out of it. Nobody likes Caput Murday foreigners interfering in an election.
You ready for lots of misogyny? Oh, nice. It's kind of interesting to see how much some of these voice lines differ depending on gender, though. Rude? Yeah! Thanks for the warm welcome. Hello! I'm just gonna go right through here. Thanks. Okay, bye. Hi. Are you okay? Are you dead?
Give me a moment.
Oh.
Sorry I'm such a mess. I just lost a patient and a dear friend. Yulia. She was a good woman.
What happened?
She was poisoned. She came in here frothing at the mouth. Normally I'd treat her with resin of silphium, a rare plant which is perfect for this sort of thing. And I knew Decius had some at his market stall, right around the corner. So I ran over there, but he just looks at me with this evil smile and says, "That'll be 1,000 denarii." There was no way I could afford that, and he knew it. Then that toad shrugs and says, "Supply and demand. I guess you don't value your friend's life that highly."
Wow.
Anywhere else, I'd just pay a thug to steal it from his stall. But there's no way I can do that down here with the golden rule. So all I could do is come back here and just watch her die. I kept on apologizing. And now I'll never know who poisoned her, or how they managed to do it without breaking the golden rule, or why she cursed that snake's cruel black eyes with her dying breath.
Aww. If they had seen your blue hair, they would definitely think you were some kind of nymph.
Well, unless you have the power to bring someone back from the dead, there's really just one thing you can do. Get me that silphium resin. I'm going to have another patient in here soon. Could be in the next day or in the next hour. And I will not allow this to happen again. I don't care how you get it, but you have to make it happen. Because if I lose another patient this way, I swear to the gods below, not even the golden rule will stop me from marching up to that genetricum fututo and scratching his eyes out.
Okie dokie. I'll see what I can do. I keep hearing the statues whispering. Is that normal?
Oh no. Sorry, I don't mean to worry you, but no, that is definitely not normal. There was one other person who claimed she could hear the statues talking to her. But that was Navia, and she went a little mad.
Uh-oh.
Anything about
Forget
what?
I said anything. What do you think
A
about the
city
golden
without
rule?
sin might sound good on paper, but whoever dreamt it up didn't think it through. Maybe it was an attempt to create some kind of utopia. But snakes like Decius will always find loopholes to exploit. And what can we do about it? Absolutely nothing. In some ways, we are worse off because we can't take the law into our own hands.
Tell me your story.
I'm Lucretia, and I'm going to be straight with you. I'm not a physician. This is Navia's clinic. I've just been filling in ever since she disappeared. I'm tired and out of my depth and miserable all the time.
Aww.
But I'd rather take this on myself than let one of you lot mess it up.
That's fair. Tell me more about Navia.
Well, she used to run the clinic. She was a midwife, not a physician, but she was the closest thing we had down here. And she was good, too. Until she suddenly lost all interest in us. One day she told me she'd made some profound discovery about the golden statues. "This changes everything," she kept saying. But I had no idea what she was talking about. The last time I saw her, the last time any of us saw her, she was muttering to the statues, like she could talk to them. And then
Maybe
she
she
shut
could.
herself in the palace, barred the door from the inside, and nobody's seen her since. She's been gone so long now, we figure she's either dead or up to something so strange that she doesn't want anyone else to know about it. But I really wish I could reach her, because that's the only hope I have of solving a troubling problem, a real thorn in the paw situation. One of my patients is suffering from terrible rheumatism. His joints are inflamed, and he's in constant pain.
Who?
I really shouldn't say. He wouldn't like it. And he's a little bit scary.
Aww.
He's become so irritable that the smallest things set him off. And I worry he'll end up losing his temper and lashing out. And you know what that means.
I just know Nevia would know how to treat him, assuming she's still alive. But nobody seems to know how to get into the palace.
I can do it. Yeah, I'm gonna get right on it.
That would be wonderful. Thank you. Let me know how you go.
I got this. What are you?
Splish!
Thank you for the hydrate, monster. Hang on 1 second. There we go. What's this? Oh, statue of Apollo. A large stone statue of Apollo, the Roman and Greek god of disease and healing, among other things. I can spend cookies now! Yeah, you can. Can I take anything from over here? Ooh, I can inspect. The mortar and pestle haven't changed much in the last 2 millennia. Yeah, well, that's fair. Collection of barbaric looking medical implements, including forceps and shears.
May Apollo keep you safe.
I'm sorry you lost your friend. Okay, so we're going this way. Hello. You scraggly here.
Salve, stranger, and welcome to our idyllic little slice of the Empire. I'm Dacius. Terrible shame what happened to Yulia, but we just have to carry on, don't we?
Mm-hmm. I need some silphium resin.
Certainly. All I ask is a reasonable price of 1,000 denarii.
No. You're price gouging over life-saving medicine? What is wrong with you?
Oh, it's perfectly legal. Simply a question of supply and demand, I'm afraid. Take it or leave it.
The whisper.
Hear what? You sure you're feeling all right? If you're hearing things, perhaps you should pay a visit to Lucretia's clinic. We don't want another Navia on our hands. She claimed the statues were whispering to her. Nobody else could hear it. Then she shut herself in the palace and we never heard from her again. But I digress. Do you want this silphium or not?
I do, but how do I come up with 1,000 denarii?
That's hardly my concern. But if you get a job, work hard and
5
save your
years?
coins, you should be able to afford it within, say, 5 years?
5 years? I don't have
Very
that
well.
kind of money.
Perhaps I can interest you in something within your budget?
Part of my thing is now to steal the resin? Oh no. Okay. What's your story?
You mean how did I end up here? That is a lengthy tale.
Ah, excuse me. Let's hear it.
All right. Well, you see, I'm in the
This
business
is
of
in a
procuring
silly
rare
goofy
and
mood.
precious objects liberated from the enemies of Rome. Mostly sculptures, vases, the occasional slave, fetch a magnificent price in Roman high society. Have
Oh,
yourself
yeah,
a nice
always
little
a
shop in
casual
Rome,
fun
just
thing.
off the Forum.
Price
Lots of foot traffic
gouging.
and close to the docks. Good place to be when the fires broke out. See, about 7 months ago, half of Rome caught on fire. Everyone who couldn't get to an outer gate was running for the river, open to escape by barge. So I gathered my coins and some priceless vases into a cart and had my most loyal slave girl, pretty young thing named Acantha, push it for me. All the way down to the river, I'm elbowing for a stampede of people, turning back now and then to make sure she hasn't legged it with my valuables. But, to my surprise, we make it. And I see this barge loading up, and it's so full it's almost sinking. But the captain's happy to take my coin. So I start boarding, and then he puts his hand on my chest and he says, "No, too heavy. The cart or the girl."
Oh no.
So I did what anyone would have done. Of course I chose the cart. I mean, I can always buy a new slave girl if I still have my money. So I put my hand on the cart, and I guess she realised what was happening because those pretty black eyes of hers go all wide. And in one swift motion, she topples the whole bloody thing into the Tiber.
Please tell me you took her with you?
No, I dived in after it, of course. Aren't you paying attention? That was a bloody fortune. Only, I guess I must have hit my head or something, because everything went black. When I came to, I'd washed up on the riverbank, not far from here, with nothing in the world
Yeah,
but a
exactly.
single
Star
silver
Wars,
coin.
right? Right? Sounds like you got what you
couldn't agree
deserved.
more. I mean, sure, I'd lost a few thousand denarii, but I've already made it back, and this place is a veritable treasure trove.
Sir.
Look around you. There must be more gold in here than in the treasury of Rome. If I can just figure out how to get it out of here.
So I'm guessing you don't know a way out of here.
I'm afraid not. If you're desperate, I did hear that Aurelia down at the tavern claims to know of a way out, but I'm not sure I trust her. Some people here are a little shady for my liking.
Really? I hadn't noticed.
Oh yeah, gotta watch out. Old Dacius has got your back though.
Oh, great. Great. Dacius has my back. Dacius has my back. Just gotta drag some golden people out of here and melt them down. What do you think about the golden rule?
It's terrible for inflation is what it is. There's so much gold just lying around, it's practically worthless. At least down here. Of course, I have an idea for generating real wealth, but what I need is a bow. Just a simple composite bow. I've scoured this city from top to bottom with no luck. But if you happen to find one, bring it to me and we'll talk.
Stamped them into coins and you're golden. Yeah, hasn't the magistrate banned weapons?
Oh, well, technically yes, but that just means you'll need to be a little discreet.
I'm not getting you a bow.
No need to decide on anything yet. Just sleep on it, yeah?
No. Who are you gonna vote for?
Malleolus. I mean, Sentius couldn't even keep his daughter safe. What hope does he have of protecting
I'm
us?
guessing he has more than one daughter?
Certainly. Very well. Another time.
Nice thing is Sylvium. Yeah. Sir, can you look another way? Can you look another way?
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
But I was supposed to bring. Oh my god. Was I not supposed to come in here? Where is it supposed to go? Oh, I went the wrong way. Where am I going? What am I doing? Why am I down here? Am I supposed to be down here? I don't think I'm supposed to be down here. Ah! I don't know where I am. Oh no, I'm gonna die. Oh my god! Oh god! They're everywhere! Woo! Nope, you can't see me. How do I get out of this place? How did I get in here? I don't know how to get out of here. I'm just gonna die. Oh, was it over this way? No. Over this way? No. I don't know how to get out of here. Oh, this way, this way. I can't move! There we go! I found my way out! And I'm dead. Doing great. Doing great. That was fucking comedy. I couldn't get out. I needed to get the silphium. I needed to get it. He was price gouging. He was being mean. What have we learned? Don't break the golden rule, but he was price gouging. Wow, this takes forever to load. He was price gouging. He's bad. Oh, I'm chaotic neutral. I'm chaotic neutral. There, I didn't walk through your stupid room this time. I'm not gonna talk to you because you're a butt. Hello? Why is it frozen? There we go.
Give me a moment. Sorry I'm such a mess.
That took forever.
I just lost a patient and a dear friend. Yulia. She was a good woman.
That was really odd, yeah. I like chaotic neutral as a chaotic good, but you have entered a world of law.
She was poisoned. She came in here and I knew Decius had some at his mark. That'll be up, then that, anywhere. So
I know, I've heard you say all this before, I'm sorry.
Here, and now well, and get me that. I don't care how I swear.
Let's see. What's your
I'm
story?
Lucretia, and I'm going to be straight with you.
Yeah, we've heard this.
Tired. My husband and I moved to Rome from Caesarea. He embraced the Roman way more than I would have liked, and turned into an awful philanderer. I would have divorced him and
It doesn't
demanded
on a
the
weird drive.
return
No,
of
it's
my
on the
dowry,
same drive that
but
all my
I
other
knew
games
he
are on.
would sooner have me killed than give me my right. So I waited for the right time to take what was mine and disappear. And then the fire
it's on a 3.5-inch floppy.
As he prepared to evacuate our villa, I gathered our most precious belongings, coins and gemstones, and the moment his back was turned, I ran. I could barely see for the smoke, and the streets were full of people trampling each other. I ran for the river, like everyone else, and leapt in. The next thing I remember, I was waking up on a riverbank, not far from here.
This game is running worse than Michelle trying to escape the statues. Wow. Wow. I mean, you're not wrong. But wow.
It's all right. Say what
It's
you
used to
will
run
about
well
this
enough, and it's
place.
running
At
well enough
least
most
my
of the time,
fornicating
yes.
husband will never find me. And while there's no shortage of snakes here, at least with the golden rule, they have to try to be discreet about it.
Tell me more about Navia.
Well,
This
she
we
used
can
to run
skip.
the clinic.
Because we
Until she suddenly... This changed the last time, and then she shut... She's been gone, but I really wish I could reach one of my patients. I really... He's become... I just... Really?
Yeah, and then, so this is the one we'll go do now. We'll save this. If it stays bad, it might be worth a game restart. Yeah, we can do that. I'm going to call it a day, though. Have fun with the rest of your time in Rome. Thanks, Jenna. Thank you for being here. Give me 1 second, friends. Alright. So that's saved. Now we go out here. And let's go talk to Decius.
Salve, strange. Terrible shame what happened to Yulia.
Okay.
Certainly. That's hardly... Very well. You mean, how did I end up? All right. Most episodes see about... So I get all the way, but with a cap? No. Of course I mean, I can... So I put... And he want... Naturally, I dived in. Only when I came... I couldn't... I'm afraid not. Some people... Oh, yeah. It's terrible for inflation, is... Oh, well... No. Malio. Certainly. Very well.
Okay. Now we'll save that. There we go. So, how do we see our quests? Okay. Point of origin, create a time paradox. Golden rule, figure out who's most likely. Thorn in the paw. Straight as an arrow. How do we... Oh, we click on this. Okay. Need to speak with Navia or find the solution another way. Okay, so... Can I not go anywhere with this one? This one has no tracking? We'll just go talk to other people? Okay, let's just go talk to other people. Hey, Mr. Clean! Oh no, you're a different Mr. Clean.
Ah, a fellow traveler. Greetings. I'm Georgius. It gladdens me to see another foreigner in our midst. We must stick together, you and I. And I must say, my sartorial friend, your clothing is most extraordinary.
Thank you.
Leather boots in place of sandals, trousers with precise stitching, and such a curious design. I have traveled distant trade routes from the markets of Damascus to the farms of India, and never have I seen anyone dressed quite like you. Tell me, I must know, from which exotic part of the world do you hail?
Canada.
Is this a riddle, or perhaps
My
you
nation
mean to
doesn't
say
exist
you feel
yet.
like you are ahead of your time? I feel the same way. Another reason for us to stick together. We will have much time here to get to know one another. But for now, do you require assistance? I know you do not require clothing, so information perhaps?
Yes. What's your story?
My story? How kind of you to ask. I am a tailor and I run the humble shop in the Thorn.
Why set up a tailor shop here?
You mean to say, with all the turmoil and terror of the Golden Rule, and so few customers, why bother setting shop at all?
Yeah, more or less.
I'll tell you, it is precisely because of the Golden Rule that I wish to remind my friends of the importance of looking one's best. I say, the more of our customs we preserve down here, The more we can preserve a semblance of normality, the better our chances of keeping our heads. Don't you agree?
I guess. Fair enough. How'd you end up here?
A good question. A very good question indeed. And I would be happy to tell you if only I could remember it clearly myself.
Why don't you tell me what you do remember?
I remember I had just been to Rome to sell an extraordinary selection of wares, and drowning in coin, I decided to celebrate my success. I rented a prestigious villa by the Tiber, invited over a few select friends, and we began making our way through some of the most exquisite wine money could buy. Quite a lot.
Oh, they got hella drunk.
Now, I have had visions and awoken in strange places before. I have even found myself naked in the desert sands more than once, but none of that compares to this. This time, I remember people screaming, then falling into a void as empty as time before creation, gasping for air, and then nothing. When I regained my faculties, I was lying naked by the banks of the Tiber, gods know how many miles from my villa.
Sounds like you overdid it.
Of course. In any case, it seems I'd been rescued and resuscitated by a benevolent stranger. I went to find firewood for his campfire, stumbled across a cave, and discovered that trapdoor temple. And here I am. Anything you like.
Do you know a way out of here?
Shh! Not so loud. What are you playing at?
Did I say something wrong?
Have you not been told about the last attempt? Oh,
The last
then
attempt?
I suppose this duty falls to me. It is a long story.
Why don't you tell me?
Of course, the first question any of us asks when we first arrive is, how do I escape? It is only natural after all. And scaling the chasm wall is out of the question, for it is simply too steep and too far. But as they say, if the wind fails, use the oars. And here the second option is to leave the way we came in, through the shaft above the bathhouse. See, the shaft is quite high, but if one gathered up enough wood, one could make a series of ladders and climb one's way out.
Okay, then when hasn't anyone done that?
They have. I am getting to that.
There
was an attempt made by resourceful fellows who lived here some years ago. They even decided to keep records of their escape attempt for posterity. Unfortunately, as soon as they began to carry the first ladder down the hallway, they heard a godlike voice shake the entire city, and that, tragically, is where their tale ends.
How do you know that?
That to merely attempt escape is to invite the wrath of whichever god oversees this place. And so I say, it is best to not even discuss it aloud.
Got it, thanks. What do you think about the golden rule?
Yes. The many shall suffer for the sins of the one. As a Greek, this is nothing new to me. It is how our gods operate.
A godlike voice? Why, whatever could that be? Why do you say that?
Have you not heard the tale of the god Hades? He was the first to learn this dreadful lesson when he abducted Persephone and imprisoned her in the underworld. When Demeter, the mother of Persephone, learned of this, she did not punish Hades, the guilty one. Instead, she changed the climate of Earth so that it became hot and dry. Nothing grew. The grain turned to empty husks and the rivers dried up. Innocent people died by the tens of thousands until at last the other gods were forced to act, lest they have no worshippers left. So yes, we know this rule. This has always been the case. The golden rule has merely brought it into focus.
What can we do about
If we are to survive, I say we must each keep the simple wisdom of Thales of Miletus, first of the 7 sages of Greece, who said, avoid doing what you would blame others for doing.
Easier said than done.
I think you are correct, my friend. For even if 99% of us adopt this principle, that will never be enough. Sadly, no matter how well we protect ourselves, the life's work of many good people can be undone in the blink of an eye by a single selfish act.
Mm-hmm. Putting gas back on. Hazel's back behind me. I know. I've seen it
The
happen.
voice of experience. I am sorry for your loss, my friend. But on a lighter note, I will say one thing for the Golden Rule. For all their grim and haunting poses, these golden statues do make magnificent models for my clothing. Do they not?
Who are you gonna vote for?
That, my friend, is quite the dilemma. But after some
All I
reflection,
hear him saying is,
I lean
Scopa!
toward voting for Malleolus. I do not enjoy the thought of another visit from Domitius if I voted the wrong way.
Wait, who's Domitius? Which one's Domitius?
But of course. I hope that our paths cross again soon, my friend.
Oh, Jesus, it opened because I hovered over it. It scared the crap out of me.
Greetings and salutations.
Can I look through this? Oh, I would steal it. Okay. Oops, that's not what I meant to press. The cat cam does block some of the subtitles. Yes, it does. Do we
Welcome to my humble
Do
store.
we want it anyway? I could put the cat cam on top of my face and we could see the cat instead of me. Do we want that? Do we want Hazel instead of me? The push-ups guy, gotcha. I guess I didn't realize, because I didn't go talk to him in this timeline because I died. I could put cat cam in top left. Oh, I guess I could, yeah, I could, hang on. Hang on. I could put her over here. Your face blocks the text menu though, yeah. I could put Hazel here. I do kind of like your face though, thank you. I wonder if I should start doing cat cam on a cracked screen too. Co-streamer Hazel. Hi. That's you. That's you. Okay. What's up in here? Oh, it's locked. Rude. Just giving you slow blinks. I know. Isn't she precious? That's the one we went into. What's in here?
Salve.
Hello. You're kind of cute.
A new face. Salve, and welcome to a little community. My name's
German.
impossible to pronounce for most people, so you can just call me Virgil. You arrived on a sad day, friend. What with Julia's death? I
How does
wish we
everyone
could
already
have
know
met
about
under
Julia's
better
death?
circumstances.
What's your story?
Well, I'm an architect. Or at least I was back in Rome. That's probably too grandiose a term to describe what I do here. Help out with repairs and try to stop old buildings from collapsing on people. That kind of thing. But you probably
town
don't
word
want to
travels
hear
fast.
about
Fair.
the ingenious architecture or mysterious history of this place.
Tell me about the temple.
You mean the Great Temple? This one's a bit of a mystery. Given the way it's positioned so prominently, looking down on us, it's clear that whoever built it felt it was the most important temple in the city. Unfortunately, someone else went out of their way to keep its purpose a mystery. You see, usually a temple is dedicated to a particular god, like Proserpina or Diana or Apollo. Usually, that god is obvious. But in this case, it's unknown. There's an obelisk out the front, which probably used to bear the name of this unknown god. But it appears some barbarian defaced it. And of course we can't get inside because it's locked up tighter than the Temple of Saturn in Rome. And that contains the treasury. So we're all left wondering, which god is that temple dedicated to? And Could it be the one responsible for the Golden Rule? Unless somebody figures out a way inside, I suppose we'll never know.
Let's talk about something else.
Of course.
What does the graffiti mean?
It means someone thinks I'm a sinner, and that I'm going to break the Golden Rule.
Why does someone think that?
Look, I haven't done anything wrong, if that's what you're thinking. Somebody just has a problem with my preference for male company. And when you grow up in the north, as I did, in the city of Noviomagos, you expect a bit of hostility. The Batavi are not known for their tolerance. I saw enough friends killed or driven away to know the cost of not keeping your personal affairs to yourself. So I hid who I was for, what was it, nearly 10 years?
Oh.
Watching what I said and where I looked. But that kind of fear eats away at you slowly, until living isn't any better than the thing you were afraid of. Needless to say, since I'm now living underground, halfway across the known world, with an assumed name, my openness didn't go down well among the enlightened folk of the Batavi. In any case, the Romans are far more accepting, and among them, I get to be who I am. Or at least, I thought that was the case. It seems I was wrong.
Do you know who's writing the graffiti?
It's not just graffiti. I have quite a collection of handwritten notes too. The strange thing is, I keep my personal affairs to myself. I've never really been interested in any of the men here. Not my type. So I'm not sure what I could have done to upset this person. If I had to guess, I'd say it's probably one of those cultists. Strange bunch. They insist there's only one god, and that he considers my nature a sin. Can you believe that? If there are any of them here, they won't admit it. Not since they supposedly burnt down half of Rome last year and went into hiding. All I know is, if these threats keep escalating, eventually my secret admirer is going to cross a line and break the Golden Rule.
Let me look into it for you.
Really? I didn't expect that. But thanks. It's always a pleasure to meet someone so selfless. I'm
You're
glad
welcome.
you arrived when you did. I'd start by figuring out who the cultists are. Or maybe ask around among the merchants here. Someone who lives or works in the forum must have seen something. But if you find them, please don't hurt or humiliate them.
What do you mean, Sparky?
I suspect they're just confused.
Sparky, thank you for the host. What do you mean by flatten a rug? Like a new rug that you got, but it came rolled up? I suspect they're just confused. I'll get right on.
Come back and let me know what you find.
A new rug, it came rolled up, it wants to stay rolled up. Gotcha. Look at the city without sin. Isn't it great? Talks to a few literally everyone is almost about to break the golden rule. Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's do a cheeky little save. Oh, we're going back and talking to our buddy, eh? Hello. No. You're not too busy to talk to me. 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 Talk to me.
Hey, Virgil, how much would you want to make me a bow?
For the last time, Dacius, I'm not making you a bow.
But why?
You know why.
But how am I going to defend myself against someone else with a weapon?
There are no other weapons in the city. We all went along with the magistrate's weapons ban, so it wouldn't be an issue.
That's why I've got to get in first before someone else beats me to it.
Do you have a Steam computer? Might help. Oh, yeah. I've never heard of this game before, but apparently it's really good. Yeah, that's what I've heard too. Thank you, Frederica.
I don't, I'm afraid. But I did overhear Fabia telling Georgius she saw something. She was headed to the baths not long ago.
Okay.
Very well. Another time.
Who am I? Oh. Oh, going over here. Hi.
Help! You have to do something. A man arrived in the baths. A real nasty sort, with his face all covered up. And he's got a weapon.
Thanks for the alert, Sparky.
Or he's gonna break the golden rule.
I don't have a weapon.
None of us do. The magistrate made us throw them all into the chasm. So now this man's bow is the only one in the city. You'll just have to improvise.
How is this my problem?
Are you daft or just callous? If you don't stop him, we're all going to die.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. He's still in there, somewhere. I have to hide. Find me in this empty shrine when it's over. What? We don't have time for this. I have to go. Ugh. The shrine is collapsing.
Oh, shit! Well, that's why I told you not to meet in there. Oh, crush. You're dead.
Fabia, no! Oh God, she's dead. Did anyone see that? The
Yeah.
whole train just collapsed on her.
I know.
Oh, Fabia, why did you have to go in there?
I told her not to.
Girl.
I told her not to meet me in there. I took her bread though. Well, you're just gonna walk away like that? Lesson learned, it's not theft if she's dead. Exactly. Question. Can I not complete this quest now? Time to ask the corpse.
I can't believe she's dead.
Hi, Freakasaki. Welcome
Fabia,
in.
I mean. She walked into that empty shrine, and the next moment she's lying dead under a pile of rubble. The gods are cruel and unjust. She was like a daughter to me. I'm sorry, friend. It's not right for me to lay my burden upon you. I can't believe she's
Oh,
dead.
you just said that.
The gods are...
How'd you do? Ah, back again, I see. Very well. Another time.
My answer is a solid who can say. I told you not to go in there. Can I hear you? Yes. Oh, toilets. Oh. think Michelle fell in love with Theseus. Which one is he? I'm locking myself in. Don't try to follow me. Nothing good will come of it. Ooh, arrows. This is the price gouger. I found some money. Oh, here we go. To survive, we must all be kind. Corrected to, we must all be wise. Corrected to, we must all be obedient. And finally, to we must all be what? Hard to say what is theft and what isn't around here. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like Skyrim where it just tells you what is theft. Oh, Sisyphus, hello. Oh, hello, other people. Who are you?
Salve, friend. I'm Octavia. Welcome to life under the Golden Rule. It's a ghastly thing, is it not? How are you faring so far? That's good, in a sense.
Feeling a bit on edge.
If you're not on edge, you've not been paying attention. But on the bright side, once you've been here a few months, it's... well, it's
Pushing
slightly
boulders?
less terrifying
That's
anyway.
a paddling.
We've all been where you are now.
Pooping in public?
I remember when I first
That's
arrived.
a paddling.
I used to lay awake at night contemplating the big questions. Why am I here? Is there a way out? What is the Golden Rule, and who or what is responsible for it? I still don't have any of the answers, I'm afraid. I don't think anybody does. But I'm happy to share with you what I've learned.
Yes, please. What do you think about it?
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one. I think about those words a lot. I'd like to think that if we all love our neighbours as ourselves, and do to them as we'd have them do to us, then we'll all be fine. But on the other hand, I was always taught the intent of man's heart is evil from his youth, and that all of us are born with a tendency towards sin. And that's where I get stuck. Is it true? Are we born with a tendency towards sin?
I don't think so. I think people are fundamentally good.
You don't think that's a little naive?
Bite me, Octavia.
I suppose you've never seen what I've seen. Innocent men and women, torn apart in arenas while thousands of Romans look on and...
There are bad people and there are good people.
I wish I shared your faith.
So you're a Christian?
Please keep that to yourself. I know you're not from around here, but...
Sorry.
Things are very difficult for us right now. There was a terrible fire in Rome last year, and our emperor decided to make us his scapegoats. There were executions. It was horrible.
Yeah, Kitty's awake-ish. Your secret's safe with me.
Oh, thank you. You have no idea how much I appreciate that.
Do you know a way out of here?
I'm afraid not. Although, I did once hear someone gossiping down at Aurelia's tavern about a possible way out.
Yeah, we have to go to the
I
tavern.
don't put a lot of stock in such rumors, but if you're desperate and wealthy, you could look into it.
We have
I
some money
suppose.
now.
If that doesn't work, then I suppose we're all stuck here until the gods decide our fate. I hope it works out.
Do I want to know your story? Yeah, I guess I'll know
Here,
your
in
story.
this place, the magistrate has me earning my keep by cleaning and pruning the gardens. It's not quite how I expected my life to go. I used to live in a lovely villa on the banks of the Tiber. I was even betrothed to a handsome young man from a prominent family. But long hours of menial
There's only
labor for
23
the
people
good of
and
the
there are still
community
rumors
has
and
its own
secrets
charms
everywhere.
too,
Yep.
I suppose.
Yep. How'd you end up here?
Much the same way as many of the others. When the fires came to Rome 7 months ago, my family and I fled for the Tiber, hoping to escape on a barge. We were among the fortunate ones with enough coins for passage, but unfortunately, there were a lot of desperate people, and they boarded before we could depart. A scuffle broke out, and I was pushed overboard. The last thing I remember was the water, rising up to hit my cheekbone. I woke up by the river, near that shrine, and stumbled across this place. Oh, that's
Sorry
all
to
right.
hear that.
I'm sure it's all part of God's plan for me.
Yeah, let's hope so.
If you like.
I'll be
All
going
right,
now.
well, it was lovely to meet you. I look forward to getting to know you better over the coming months. And if you ever...
I can't believe this is how it ends.
Oh!
Oh no. No. No, 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 no. Orpheus, what are you doing? Get back from there. If you lose your balance, you'll fall.
That's the idea.
What? Why? Why would you want that?
Why do you think I'm stuck for the rest of my life working for a man who treats me like an animal?
I know things are hard for you right now. They're hard for all of us. We're all in this together, Ulpius. Please, please just think this through. If you do this, it could be the sin that seals all of our fates. Is that what you want?
I'm sorry, but I just don't care anymore.
Please, Ulpius. Help him.
Sir?
If he goes through with it, it could be the end for us all. I don't know what to do. I've never had to
Sir?
deal with this sort of thing. Please, you need to talk to him.
Where's my mouse? Where's my mouse? Do I not get a mouse anymore? Have I lost my mouse? Where's my mouse? Oh, there we go. I had to click it for it to register.
Thank you. And please, choose your words carefully.
Let me guess. You're going to lecture me on how suicide is a crime against the Empire.
No, I just want to talk to you because we haven't talked yet. I was just gonna ask you what's wrong.
I screwed up my life. That's what's wrong. I borrowed money, and when I couldn't pay it back, I wound up in debt bondage. I'll
have
be
some
stuck
money.
slaving away for that culus cumulatis malleolus for the rest of my life. I am out. Wherever you are.
Nope.
Scintilla,
Sir?
my love.
Sir?
I'm
Sir?
sorry.
No,
Oh,
sir?
please, no!
Sir?
I can't believe he went through with it. Oh Lord. That poor lamb.
Just...
Well, I suppose it means suicide isn't a sin under the Golden Rule. So I guess that means whichever god is responsible for it. It isn't mine. That was not your fault.
Was that my
There's
fault?
no way you could have given him what he wanted, moments after you arrived.
Tragic, but information gained. Yeah.
I'll have to let everyone know what happened. And I guess Malleolus will have to clean up the mess in his villa. It's of his own making, after all. And I'd best pray for poor Ulpius.
Thank you for the hug, the Yoshi, Frederica. Oopsies. Oh my gosh. Hey! I just saved. I kind of want to do it. There is fall damage, Rikasaki. There's water down there, though. Will I turn to gold? Okay. Warning for everybody, I'm gonna try it. Wait, there's a hole? Wait.
Thank you. Thank you. I am delighted and deeply honored to have been elected your magistrate. Magistrate. Yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you. I'm delighted and deeply honored to be elected your magistrate. And now, I make this solemn promise to you, good citizens. And now, I make this solemn promise to you, good citizens. Under my leadership, you will finally enjoy the freedom you deserve. And
Did you just leap into my villa from the balcony 100 feet above?
Yes.
That was either extremely reckless or impressively clever. Well, why have you risked life and limb to see me?
I don't know.
You mean the children's fable exploited by Sentius to scare us all into doing what he wants? Wait, don't tell me you've fallen victim to that monstrous lie? The
What makes
person
you sure
making a
it's not
claim
real?
bears the onus of proving that claim. Can you do that? Can you prove the Golden Rule is real?
I'm
Why?
pretty sure.
What credible evidence do you have for its existence?
I stole something and a bunch of statues followed me. What would it take?
Surely, you're not one of those people who believes everything you read. As if a lie could be transformed into the truth by the simple act of writing it down.
I can see nothing I say is going to convince you.
True, but that is simply because you are mistaken.
Do you know a way out of here? Oh, great,
I'm
it's
afraid
Milton.
not.
Back to
We're
Palace
stuck down
Principal.
here together, for better or worse. We're all going to have to make the best of it.
I don't want to know your story.
I trust you can see yourself out.
Not really. I
Through
came from
the door
sky.
this time. There's a key just beside it.
Sir, do you know you have a giant hole? Or is that because... Wait, other people have jumped off? Well, where's the last person? Where's the other person then? I mean, they're wandering around then? So he would have jumped in. So Ulpius isn't dead. Because that's not Ulpius's body.
Thank you. Thank you. I am delighted and deeply honored to have been elected your magistrate. Magistrate. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. I'm delighted and deeply honored to elect your magistrate. And now I make this solemn promise to you, good citizens. And now I make this solemn promise to you, good citizens. Under my leadership, you will finally enjoy the freedom.
Hi!
I'm not supposed to be in here.
I was told I could go anywhere. I know. Where do you keep your valuables? Good lord. Gotta go. Thank you so much for the 500 biddies. How is this a hi cat, Dad? Been tempted to get it, but then I look at the rest of my catalog of unplayed games and hit pause. It's good so far. It's a little confusing. It's a little slow-ish, but I've only been playing it for like maybe an hour. How are you? Adigo, thank you so much for the 500 biddies. That's very sweet of you.
Talk? What business could you possibly have with me?
Rude.
My marital affairs are no concern of yours.
He
Thank
locked you in
very
here?
much.
Yeah, just walk in and rob her.
I think a better question is, why am I being interrogated by a stranger who just barged into my villa? I have quite enough marriage trouble already, without having to explain to my husband why I'm receiving strange women in private.
Okay, I'm just gonna leave you alone for
Finally!
now.
This is outrageous.
Okay, I'm just gonna leave you alone. How are you? I'm fine, thanks. Lararium, small household shrine where ancient Romans offered daily prayers for protection. So Ulpius isn't dead then. That's why it didn't break the golden rule. So who in chat has played or has watched the playthrough of this game? Watched the playthrough, I have. What should save? I still can't talk to you, eh? No. Oh, hello, who are you?
A new face. Salve, and may Vesta watch over you. I'm Equitia.
To what do I owe the pleasure of this visit?
What's the status of the election?
It must be completed by dusk, just the same as any other official business. It'll be between Sentius, the incumbent, and
Frederica, you could
Malleolus,
pull it.
the challenger. Why do you ask?
Oh, can I nominate another candidate?
You can, assuming they're eligible and willing to accept the nomination.
Oh wait, no, you can't. Right? You can't pull it because location restrictions, right? Or is that predictions you can't do? Can we start the election now?
As I said, I'm planning to hold it before dusk. But I suppose I could hold it sooner, if there's a good reason. As you wish.
No reasons yet. What's your role?
I'm responsible for announcing it and making sure the procedures are followed.
Who's allowed to vote?
All of the male citizens who are willing and able to attend, unless they're running, of course.
Frederica, if you do /poll and press enter on your keyboard, what does it do?
That's just the way it's always been, I'm afraid. It never sat right with me, either. There are some women who can vote, Vestal priestesses like myself, but in this case, given my role overseeing the election, I've decided to abstain. I can't allow the perception that I'm being anything but fair and independent, but if it's any consolation, there
It does
are
nothing?
other
Okay.
ways to influence the outcome of an election.
Just creates a space? Okay. And then if you press enter after that.
By using whatever gifts the gods gave you.
Thank you for
Nothing
the hug, the
untoward,
Yoshi.
Of course. Certainly.
There's supposed to be 2 enters. Yeah, the first one is like, I don't know why. But then if you press enter the second time, it should give you like a pop-up. Whoa, fuck me! Did it work? Is Frederica about to create her very first poll?
I don't, I'm afraid. It seems to me we're exiled here until the gods judge us, one way or another.
Yeah, 1 to select the suggestion, the second to actually send the message. Okay, Aquitia doesn't know how to get out of here.
I'm quite sure it's the work of the gods, which is strange because they've never been particularly concerned with our misdeeds, as long as we've kept the peace of the gods. We asked for blessings, for good health, bountiful harvest, military victory, and in return, we offer praise, wine, incense, or animals. But here, it seems they require much more of us. I find myself reminded of an especially
heck yeah,
pertinent
Frederica.
tale from our great poet Ovid in his epic Metamorphoses.
Austin, no worries, no
Would you like
worries.
to hear it? It is rather long.
Is there a short
I
version?
suppose so. Jupiter and Mercury put a town to the test by disguising themselves as vagrants and asking for shelter there. Everyone turned them away and failed that test, except for an old couple named Baucis and Philemon, and so the gods gave them time to escape and granted them a wish, and then wiped that town off the map. Some say the moral of that story is that we must all honor the sacred rituals of guest friendship, the reciprocal obligations owed between hosts and guests. But I like to think it's that we should always show compassion for those less fortunate than ourselves.
We should show compassion for those less fortunate for ourselves. We should also just show compassion to everybody. Gods might kill you at any moment for failing the test, and they don't even have to tell you what the rules are. Thank you for running that poll.
A cynic philosopher might take that view, but it's not entirely invalid, I suppose. See you again soon, I hope.
Who are you?
Hello?
Oh. Hi.
Hello?
What's your story?
My name's Dooley. I live here now because I got in trouble and they said they had to lock me up.
What did you do?
I don't know. I don't remember things so good. I think it's just because I was looking for treasure.
Did someone think you were gonna steal?
Yes. But I wasn't. I was just looking.
Is that all?
They said I did it more than once. But I can't remember things so good. Then they called me mean names. They called me a liar, Billy.
A liability?
Yes. They said I have to live here now, and gave me this letter. But I'm not good with words. Do you think you could read it for me?
Of course. Magistrate Sentius Dulius, I'm writing to you in relation to your incorrigible antisocial behavior arising from your obsession with an alleged lost treasure. While I am sympathetic to your plight and the passing of your guardian Hannibal some weeks ago, I wish to impress upon you an important message. The treasure you seek does not exist. Given your memory limitations, it seems likely you misremembered. More importantly, since you have on several occasions been caught trespassing, including around the cisterns which are strictly off limits to all citizens, I have reluctantly come to the conclusion that you are a liability to this community and must have your freedom limited lest you break the golden rule. It is my hope that this letter will help you assist you to remember why you are incarcerated should you experience further lapses in memory. Next page. Why is this not working?
What does it say?
It says they caught you trespassing several times and they locked you up to stop you breaking the golden rule.
My treasure!
What treasure?
My friend Hannibal used to look after me. He said he always would. But then, he died. It was very sad. He said, if anything ever happened to him, I had to find something very precious hidden away. He gave me this key and made me promise to keep it safe until I found the treasure. But I couldn't find it. All I remember is he said something about the cisterns, but when I went up to the high one, they put me in here. Now nobody looks after me, except my friend Galerius and Ek, the priestess lady. She's a nice lady.
If you give me the key, I can try to find out what it unlocks.
Hannibal said I shouldn't give it to anyone I didn't trust. But maybe you could help me get out of here. Then I would trust you a lot.
Let me talk to the magistrate about getting you out of here.
Galerius already tried that. He said the magistrate wouldn't listen, no matter what.
Oh, I'll get you out. Maybe it's time we had a new magistrate.
Like Galerius? He's nice. I like Galerius. He made me a doll and everything. If you help make him magistrate, he can get me out of here, and I can give you the key to my treasure. Hannibal said it was in the cisterns. I can't remember what it was, just that it was way up high and very precious.
I'll get right on it. Oh, baby. What's this note? Oh, Dooley's note. I did not do it! Dooley! didn't do it. Okay, we gotta go talk to Galerius. We're gonna talk to Galerius real quick, and then we're gonna have to wrap up. Because we have people coming over for 6. Is it this way? It is not this way. Well, that's not good.
I'm guessing that Promethean fire's not for
Looking a bit
sale.
troubled there.
Still no sign of Scintilla.
Oh, you're busy.
I haven't
Fine.
slept right 3 weeks.
Hello. I'm gonna talk to Aurelia.
Isn't that? Oh, you're here.
I hear
I'm
nobody
so glad you decided
Anyway,
to visit.
I thought you Stoics weren't
I'm
supposed to
Aurelia.
worry about things
Aurelia.
you
And
can't control.
I hope I'm not being too forward, but
Thinking,
the moment
what if
I
there is
laid
something
eyes
I
on
can
you, I was
what if she's out there somewhere
intrigued.
suffering?
You're not
waiting
like
to be
any
found?
Roman woman I've ever
Sounds
seen.
like you're torturing yourself.
Your skin is
Leave that
so
for the gods.
beautiful,
Try to
and your
relax,
clothes
get
are
some
so
rest.
exotic.
Tomorrow's a new day.
Is she flirting with me?
What was that? Some kind of joke? If it was, it wasn't funny.
No!
I take back what I said.
No!
Suddenly, I don't find you so intriguing anymore.
No, I fucked
Let's
it
just
up!
forget that ever happened, so we can at least do
No!
business. So, what brings you to my tavern?
No! No! I fucked it up! Oh, no! That's literally what I would say in that scenario. Oh, stop it. No, please go on. That's literally what I would say. That's literally what I would say.
All right, see ya.
Oh, but you're so pretty. Okay, fine. We're gonna save and quit. Because I have to get going. Wait, hang on. Are you sure you want to leave? Yes.